Hi, my name is Sarah Langford, and I teach in the PLP program at Liberty North.
My name is Matt Barnard. I am a math teacher at Liberty North High School, and I teach in our PLP program.
My name is Maddie Backus, and I teach Math PLP.
So the PLP program stands for Personalized Learning Plan, and it's a math program at Liberty North High School where students get to work at their own pace through Algebra 1, Geometry, and Algebra 2.
PLP offers opportunities to students such as finishing courses at an accelerated rate, which means that they can then go and take other math courses that they may have not had time for in their schedule. It also allows them to have the opportunity to take some of these courses a little bit slower and really master the learning that's needed. PLP came about because as math teachers we saw that we would have students who wouldn't quite understand the material in Algebra 1 and then they would still go on to Geometry or Algebra 2. And not having that basic foundational learning or understanding of math would hinder their future math classes. So we really wanted something that was more flexible and actually required students to learn the material before they moved on.
So in the end, we're looking for that mastery of the concepts so students can retain it and continue to move on. So it was kind of sparked by that idea that every kid learns at a different pace and they learn in different ways as well.
In PLP, mastery means getting a 70% or higher on a quiz or a test. So what we want is we want a student to really understand and master the material before they move on to the next concept. So that's why we require them to get a 70%.
So for a PLP student, they'll come to class, or this year they're going to be working at home virtually, and basically they will be figuring out what their agenda needs to be for the day. So they'll know what concepts they need to learn and cover in each unit, and they know how the process goes, that first they get their instruction through a video, they take notes, then they complete some practice on that concept. Sometimes they'll meet with the teacher to talk over things from the concept, and then they'll take a quiz. So a typical class day would just be, it depends on each student. So if the student is ready to talk over a concept with the teacher, they'll let the teacher know, and we'll do together what's called a teacher talk. If they're taking a quiz, it'll be an online quiz through a program that we use called Math Excel. If they're taking a unit test, they'll come to us and take the unit test. What's really nice is that a typical day in a PLP classroom is the students basically in charge of what they need to do for the day.
My favorite part is that it's self-paced and you can just do it by yourself.
My favorite part about PLP is probably how I can do everything at my own pace, and I can just go based on how I'm feeling. If I am wanting to go a little bit faster, I can, and if I'm wanting to take things a little bit slower, then I can too.
This math class is different from other math classes I've had in the past because it has a lot of online abilities. You're able to work from home easier, and you're also able to get more math done in the same year. So I'm trying to complete 2 years of math in the same year, and since I'm taking this PLP class, I'm able to do that.
In middle school, it was harder because I would be struggling, other kids would be moving on, and the teacher would I don't think the teacher would recognize it. And in PLP, I can take the time and ask questions for my teachers, and they can help me.
Qualities that would help a student be successful in PLP include organization, self-advocacy, and a desire to do well.
It really helps if they are a self-starter, also a problem solver, and I think just also someone who's willing to ask for help.
We've always kind of said in PLP, stuck does not mean stop. You got to find a way when you're faced with a challenge to exhibit that grit to continue to push forward. And sometimes that's going to mean that extra assistance as well.
My favorite part of the PLP program is getting to work with students one-on-one or in small groups to really help them earn the math self-confidence that they've always kind of lacked in other classes.
My favorite part working with the PLP teachers is that we work one-on-one and you don't just sit there and listen to them lecture to you.
My favorite thing about working with the teachers is they actually, when I ask the question now, they can explain it to a point that I actually understand, other than just saying look at it on like online or like Math Excel. Sometimes that doesn't help, but they have a different perspective of putting it.
My favorite thing about working with PLP teachers is that they're really supportive and they try to teach you different ways to help you understand the concept if you're having troubles with it.
Things that I like about working with the PLP teachers is how kind they are and how fun they are to work with. They always come with a good attitude, and I really like that, and how they are really like easy to work with, and we can always ask them for questions.
Well, and plus, our staff, our PLP staff has been so involved in creating this program from the ground up, and there's been times where we've maybe had to, let go of some, as a teacher, it's like, oh, I'd like to do this, and but we've all really been able to come together as a group and do really what's best for kids.